If you want a big, fast boat, and I mean properly big, and I mean properly fast, well, then you want one of these. This is a Pershing 9X. This is a serious high-performance machine for a boat that is over 90 feet long. You won't believe the performance of this. It's got Arneson surface piercing drives. We can't see them, they're underneath the bathing platform, unfortunately, but that's one of the things that gives it the speed, plus the fact that it is comparatively narrow and just a very, very high-performance machine. Now, there is a tender garage here, there's a tender in there, and I can't lift it, unfortunately, because it comes backing up and we're right up against the quay. But I can show you in there via a different route, and I will do that. So yeah, we are going to access all areas as ever and give you the full tour. So we're going to step on this way. She's a 2022 and she's beautiful. I love this colour scheme with the metallic silver. Very, very dramatic looking boat. Big sunbathing area on the back here. We've got the bimini up at the minute. Of course, you can take that down if you want to. And then you've got this seating area here, drawer fridge down underneath this side, and then this seating area where Maggie is relaxing and taking her ease. Now, this is quite interesting because this connects totally through here. There's no door on show, there's no window, there's no nothing, because everything retracts. It's actually down underneath here. You push a button, that all comes up to infill there in glass, and then there's a door that slides across to here. So that is properly closed off when it's shut, but it means that on a nice day like we've got today, you can really connect these two areas and just make this one big zone. It makes it feel big, open, airy. It works very, very well indeed. And this is how she looks inside. It's a proper party zone. You've got this wonderful, deep, comfortable, soft, relaxing area. You've got the bar over here. We've got TV. We can see here what she looks like when she's on the run, actually. Look at that. That is a dramatic looking machine, isn't it? This is storage in here. So we've got glasses, for example, down inside there, and it's in these as well, like this, and down in here. I love some of these finishes like this. That's very, very classy. Bar area is here, and then over here is AV kit. So it's actually got a fairly comprehensive VideoWorks system. There we go, which is there, and also there. So she's well spec'd from that point of view. What's in here? Let's have a look. Glasses, bottles, that sort of stuff. Brilliant. And then if we come forward again, well, of course, the bar we mentioned, but just taking a look at the other side of it, this is how it looks. I like the way they put this on a bit of a slant because it tucks it out of the way, but it just faces into there beautifully. That's very nice. In here, we've got ice maker, we've got wine cooler, and then bottles down underneath there, under the sink, of course. Side door here, in fact, they're on both sides. And then there's more storage down along here. This boat is very, very much in use at the moment, so you'll have to excuse the fact that there's a lot of gear on board. And then this is the helm. This is the business end. That is rather impressive, isn't it? We've got the drop footrests that come across here. We've got multifunction displays. At the minute we are on the ship system. This is currently showing levels, so we're looking at fuel levels and water levels, that kind of thing. But then across here we've got navigation, we've got depth. Again, this is all configurable. You can have this however you want. Engine starts are here, ducts are here. So if you need to get your ducks in a row, that's where you do it. And then if you come right across here, throttle controls, but also those Arnesons are trimmable. And so what we have here then is these trim the Arnesons, and these trim the trim tabs. And the Arnesons then up and down help to correct the bow up and down of the boat, and then the trim tabs are for the side to side, so you can set it all up from there when she's running, and she runs at properly high speeds. We'll have a chat about that when we go into the engine room. But we're going to head down here next and show you the lower deck. The first thing we find, in fact, is the day heads. That's in around here, and there's a pocket door here that slides across to close that one off. So that's just a couple of steps down from the main deck, and then we can come on down again and head forward, and you get the impression of the size of the boat when you come down here. Let's come right up to the bow. This is the VIP guest cabin up here. and they put the bed on the slant, and it's made this into actually quite a square room. Normally the bed's on the centre line and it feels a bit more of a triangle, but with this, like that, that's quite clever. And look at the seating they've got around here. You could tuck a few people around here with good books and have a book club. I talk nonsense, don't I? In here, hanging locker, safe, that sort of stuff. That is really like a walk-in wardrobe, isn't it? Because you've got storage on that side as well. So that's rather nice. And this dark wood, it really goes with the sporty theme of the boat, because it is a, you know, it's a waterborne Ferrari really, this one. Shower is in here, and we've got in the sink and the loo. There we go. That's a nice cabin, isn't it? Okay, let's press on back a bit further. That one there, a bit more storage. And then there are two more cabins, as you can see, one each side. If we duck into this one, Pullman berth there. So if you want extra sleeping, you can do it. We've got hanging locker in behind the door, and we've got ensuite forward, again with the rainfall shower in there. AV equipment again, as I say, it's throughout the whole boat. Very similar deal over here. In fact, this one feels slightly bigger for some reason. I don't know why. I might be imagining that. Strike that from the record, my lad. Nice though. Nice cabin. All very substantial. Hanging locker, wardrobe, whatever you want to call it, just there. And the bathroom, the ensuite. A range of fine terms. Pick the one you like the best. There we go. What if it is bigger? Hang on, I need to know now. Okay, so that is like 1 and a bit steps across. And that, yeah, that's a little bit narrower, that one. There we go. Hasn't that brightened your life, knowing that? I'll get my coat. Storage here for cleaning gear, whatever else you want. And then if we come back down this passage, we will jink around this side and discover the owner's cabin. That's in here. Again, big wardrobes like this. Very nice. Big cabin like this. That's impressive, isn't it? Like that. Like that very much. Let's cross over. So this is all storage down here. I won't open it all. People will start shouting at me. And then we've got toilet here, basin, and shower in the centre. And if I reverse back up and cross over, and then in here you've got the same sort of deal, toilet, sink, and then the access to that central shower. And people sometimes say, well, you wouldn't use that and sit looking at each other, would you? And the answer to that is no. No, you wouldn't. I don't know why people say it. If you really, really want to be able to use both at the same time, then you just frost the glass in the centre, but that isn't actually how they tend to get used. Anyway, let's press on. Let's not dwell on that. Let's come back up here. That's a lovely area, isn't it? Can you see how that bulkhead that drops away just opens the whole thing right through to the back of the boat? It looks fantastic. There's a door on this side. We'll go out this way, I think, if I can figure out how to open. Buttons. Buttons. Nothing's happening. Oh. That sounds good, doesn't it? Yes! Look at that hinge. Oh, we love a bit of hinge on AQUAHOLIC, don't we? I like that. Nice. All right, out of here. There's side gates here, so if you're alongside a quay, this is a perfect way to get in and out of the boat. And then we've got more buttons on the outside, one of which says close. So if I push it, that will power itself gently shut again. Fantastic. Okay, let's head forward. Another really nice space up here on the bow. Huge sunbathing area across here. And then we've got the seating here, table, and we can come right up to the front. twin anchor windlasses, twin anchors. Brilliant. Let's take a look back from here. That is a sleek looking machine, isn't it? Oh, yes. That, I think I'm right in saying, is access from that forward cabin. And the bimini, of course, you can take these poles out and take all this away when you're out and running, or if you just don't want it there. Let's head back down this side. You're probably scratching your head now and going, but we never saw a galley. And you didn't. And I would explain that. Stick with me. Love these spars that come across here. That just looks so sexy. And then we can loop right around here and up. And this will take us up. Now, it's not really a flybridge boat. It's a sports cruiser. However, they have utilised this area because otherwise it's just dead space. So they've kept it really low level, really sleek, so it doesn't spoil the lines of the boat at all. However, it does give you another helm position. So on a nice day, or just when you're manoeuvring the boat in tight confines and you want to have a bit better visibility, then this is where you can do it from. Again, you've got your trim and drive controls, thruster controls, throttle controls, and you might think it's a bit lacking in instrumentation, and you're almost right. We can correct that with this little button here. There we go, that's a little bit James Bond, isn't it? Now again, multifunction displays, you can configure those however you wish. We're on depth at the minute, fish finder, and also navigation, but you spec those however you want. You just dial up in the menus the choices that you wish to make. Engine controls here as well, but yeah, that's a nice place to drive the boat. It's nice as well when that comes up, it gives you a bit of a wind deflector, which is rather a good idea. Let's move across here and take this in. You see these speakers everywhere because it's got quite a serious sound system built into this. Sunbathing here, again we've got the bimini up on top, that's detachable or demountable. Demountable is probably the word I'm looking for. And we've got these tables here. These are neat because they fold out like this and you end up with a square table. That of course needs to then be swiveled round. But yeah, how cool is that? Doubles the size of it. But as I say, you need to just turn it 45 degrees first. It's cunning, isn't it? There we are. Satellite domes. Some serious searchlights on here. Radar, of course. GPS, antenna. Whacking great horn. And all colour coded in black. Nice. Right, let me take you back inside because I need to clear up the mystery of the missing galley. I also need to show you the crew areas, and I also want to show you the engines. So we'll loop around here. So I'm just going to squeeze past you guys if I may. Thank you very, very much. No problem at all, don't worry. And we'll loop in and down. There we go. So what we've got down here then is a few things. First of all, laundry facilities down here. Another thing that you might have noticed that we hadn't seen. But then as we come in through here, galley. So this is very much a crew area, really. It's important to bear in mind this is a sports cruiser. So, you know, it's not a big liverboard thing. You've not got a massive, massive galley. It is a performance machine. So you've got to think of it a bit like a Porsche 911. You know, it's going to give you performance, but there's compromises in terms of the space you get. So this isn't as big as a galley you might find on a big flybridge boat, but then a big flybridge boat is not going to do the sort of speeds that this will. However, having said all of that, it's still a good size, decent cooking, got the Miele equipment here. There is really big freezer and fridge. As I mentioned earlier, this boat is very, very much in use at the moment. There we go. And the other thing we have down here then is crew cabins. So there's a cabin there with bunks and an ensuite. I don't think we've done the mirror wave, have we? There we go. Let's not forget that. And then we cross over and there is one more cabin there. That's a single. And again, this one has got its ensuite there. As I say, important to remember, this is a high-performance sports boat. So if your target is masses of space and masses of crew to look after you, you're not going to be buying this boat. You've got to bear in mind that it is as I say, it's a coupe, it's a Lamborghini on the water, isn't it? And on that very subject, if I turn that the correct way, I can show you the engines. Here we go. Now we are really getting into the meat of what makes this boat special, because what we've got in here is a pair of MTU diesel engines that are 2,638 horsepower each. And what that means is, driving through those R's and drives, you've got 42 knots. A mid 90-foot boat doing 42 knots, out dragging the speedboats. That is incredible. And that's what you're getting with this. It's a speed machine, an absolute speed machine. She'll cruise at 35. So, you know, this boat cruising would leave my boat behind when I'm flat out. And mine's only a little sporty thing. That is what the big news is with this boat. You're looking at a range of about 350 nautical miles at that speed. As ever, drop the speed right back, you'll get a lot further, but the fact of the matter is, if that's your game, again, probably not the boat for you. Look how clean this area is, it's carpeted. That's how clean it is. Generators live back here. I think they're on at the minute, which is why we've got so much noise in here. And we're underneath the tender gouge. I was going to show you that tender gouge, wasn't I? I haven't done that yet. And then this is where the drives go out to the harnesses. But yeah, this is what it's all about. This is a speed machine. 42 knots. That's hilarious. I'd love to see it. Apparently it kicks out a massive rooster out the back to spray out and up into the air. Just fantastic. Okay, let's close that one back over. I'm going to show you that tender gouge quickly, because I did promise that I would. And then I think I would have done this justice. But this is nice, isn't it? Look at this. Lovely. All right, so back here, as I say, normally you just simply lift the garage door up. We can't do that at the minute, but just so that you can see it, if I open this one, there we are. There we go. You can see the tender is in there. If I drop that down, you can see that door that goes up at the back, and that's how that exits out the stern of the boat. In fact, there's room in there for a jet ski as well. You can see the rollers on that side. Pretty cool. I like that. Good. Good, 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 good. Let's drop that one back down again. There we go. Okay, we're going to finish up on the bow. Going to walk back underneath. In fact, no, let's go to the other side, because we will have walked around everything then, won't we? This is the only bit we haven't done. So back under these wonderful spars. Look how sleek this is. That's the door we came out of, once I'd figured out how to open it. And let's take us back up to the bow here. We are in beautiful Palm Beach today. First time I've done the Palm Beach show, but it is spectacular. There's some big boats here as well. Look at all this across here. So there we go. That, I think, is an absolutely incredible... Maggie, how did you get there? Never mind. That is an absolutely incredible yacht. Properly fast. I just want to say massive thanks to Dennis and Yachts. They organised that tour. I'll put a link to those guys in the description, and a massive thanks as ever to you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you've not hit subscribe, do me a favour. We're nearly at 500,000 and I'm really trying to get across the line, so see if you can tip me over the edge, figuratively, not literally, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye bye.